Hey guys, Miss Rodriguez here, just with a quick explanation of angles for the Ready lesson and iReady lesson that you're going to be doing on day one. I'm going to start out by just drawing a simple circle. So for those of you who remember that there are 360 degrees in a circle, this might make a little more sense to you, but it is important to remember and to know that there are 360 degrees in a total circle. If you turn all the way around, we talked about how skateboarders, when they do tricks where they spin their skateboard all the way around and continue to go in the same direction, that they're doing a 360. And when they reference it as a 360, they're talking about 360 degrees, which means they're turning all the way around, okay? So 1 degree would just be part of that circle. 12 degrees would be part of that circle. 30 degrees would be part of that circle. Anytime we talk about degrees, it's always a part of a circle. You might hear them refer to degrees or degree turn in a circle. And then if you want to take the degrees and make into a fraction, you would just simply put the number of degrees over 360 because that would be the total. So right now we have a circle. I'm going to go ahead and make it into a clock. What I like to do is put my 12, my 3, my 6, and my 9 first, and then that makes it easier to plug in the other numbers. So the first degree on the clock that I think is important to note is 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock creates a straight line, and a straight line is something that you should recognize as 180 degrees. The next thing that I want to note is when the clock is at 3. When it is at 3 o'clock, you should quickly recognize that this is a right angle, and that would be 90 degrees. Now, when it gets a little harder is when they use times that aren't as easily recognized. For example, 2 o'clock. Now, we don't know how many degrees this is, but we can figure it out because we know the total all the way around is 360. What we can do is take 360 and divide it by 12 because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hours around the clock, or 12 sections of the circle. So when we go ahead and we take our 360 and we divide it by 12, which we did not learn double-digit division, but if you know your 12 times tables, this shouldn't be too hard. 12 times 1 is 12. 12 times 2 is 24. 12 times 3 is 36. All we have to do is add another 0 to that, and that gives us 360. So that means that every section of the clock going all the way around is 30 degrees. Once we know that every section on the clock is 30 degrees, now we can quickly find out how many degrees is in any time they give us because we know every section is 30. So if one section is 30, then that would mean that 2 sections would be 60. So now that was just a quick lesson explaining the reference of degrees and circles and how they're related, the connection, the background information, and how you can use that and apply it to the Ready lessons and iReady lessons. they're, like I said, also going to be talking about relating some of these degrees to fractions. So, for example, we have 30 degrees here. If we wanted to say what fraction of the circle this is, or what fraction of the clock, we could just simply take 30 and put it over 360. It would be 30 360ths. And the last thing that I'm going to put into words on my board here to further explain another way that they might describe it is 30 1-degree turns. I hope that was helpful. If you have any further questions, please let me know. I love you guys. Happy Easter.